Part B, find f of x in the simplest form. So as you've got tan theta and sec squared theta, I'm thinking of trig identities. If you can't remember what the trig identities are in year 13, go back to year 12 and then try and derive them from there. So sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. I want to get a tan and a sec. So straight away I'm thinking, let's divide everything by cos squared theta. So if I do sine squared theta divided by cos squared theta divided by cos squared theta, and 1 divided by cos squared theta, what do I end up with? Let's work it through. Sine squared divided by cos squared is tan squared, so I've got tan out of my identity, which I was thinking of. Cos over cos is 1, and 1 over cos squared is sec squared theta. So now I've got something that I can work with and go forward accordingly. Now you can see the sec squared is going to help me here, and I've got a tan which will potentially help me there. And then I can obviously go forward accordingly. So what I'm thinking now is, I'm going to rearrange this to get tan, and I've got sec anyway. So let's rearrange that first to go forward. So I'm going to rearrange the x equals root 3 tan theta. And instead of dividing, this is a very important point, guys. Instead of dividing by tan theta, you shouldn't divide by tan. Sorry, what am I saying? Why should I divide by tan? No, I'm not going to divide by tan theta. I'm going to divide by root 3. So x over root 3 is equal to tan theta. Listen up, guys. Now I can square both sides. So I end up with tan squared theta. And then I've got x squared over root 3 times root 3, which is 3. So all I've done is I've manipulated the equations I've got so it fits the identity. So I've got tan squared theta in terms of x. I've already got sec squared theta in terms of y. And now your final step is just subbing in this expression into that identity. So tan squared theta is x squared over 3. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll write it separately here so it's very, very clear. So I'm going to write the identity in again. That was the identity that I derived from my year 12 knowledge by dividing every term by cos squared theta. And tan squared theta is x squared over 3. Okay, x squared over 3 plus 1 is equal to sec squared theta, which is y. Okay, and what I can do now is if I really, really wanted to, I can just leave it in that form. This is pretty cool. And you can see very conveniently that this is actually a quadratic, which is what the graph initially looked like. Okay, so third x squared plus 1. And if I was to type that in to my GeoGebra, y equals a third x squared plus 1. Hopefully you'll get a graph that matches what I've been drawing here. Look at this. If I press play, you can see the trace is exactly on the graph on the parabola, but it's within the range which has been stated here.